Camosta there, guys. What is up? It is the Draxix dude here, and today we are going to be talking about a big topic. And I know I say this almost every video, but truthfully, this is going to be a big topic. You know, when I see a bunch of Call of Duty YouTubers here on this platform, they always talk about World at War, Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, Modern Warfare 3 sometimes, Black Ops 2, especially Black Ops 1, and they always talk about these games being near perfect, or these games are the best Call of Duty has ever had to offer. And while I agree with that opinion, I am going to put down a controversial opinion. Yes, this is going to be a series on this channel where I say a lot of controversial opinions. And yes, I believe these opinions, because they are my opinions. And if you don't like them, please let me know why you don't like them in the comment section down below, because everybody has their own opinion, and that's why it's called an opinionated video. If you don't like this video, I don't know, put a dislike thing on the bottom. It's still a reaction. I can get, I don't know, maybe on the front page for this. I doubt it. But at the same time, I feel like I need to, I wouldn't say complain, but I need to talk about this as a whole, because truthfully it needs to be talked about entirely, because a lot of people want to talk about these old Call of Duties as if these are the best games ever. And a lot of these people look back in these rose-colored nostalgia glasses where they praise these games about what they do well. And don't get me wrong, these games are by no means terrible, and I love these games. Modern Warfare 3 was my favorite Call of Duty for a while. I really loved Modern Warfare 2. I really loved Black Ops 1 for their simplicity, and they're all in so many different innovations they've had for gaming in general. Not just Call of Duty, but multiple different games have piggybacked off this idea of FPS games. Not FPS as a whole, like obviously FPS is a broad term when it comes to gaming. But I'm talking about like just the way the games are functioned. Even Halo has changed and evolved to this Titanfall and multiple different other games that have changed to this format. Overwatch, Rainbow Six Siege. And don't get me wrong, I know these are totally different FPS games, but they all have the same formula of shoot the bad guy, get kills, win the game, win this multiplayer match. It's all the same idea, and that's what these old Call of Duties have done for gaming in general. What people are doing now is putting these games on a pedestal. Like, these games are so superior to everything else that has been made in the future, especially in the last couple of years, that they don't understand what they're talking about. Yes, I'm calling people who say Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is the best game ever an idiot. Because there was a ton of issues with that game, and I get it. A lot of people can see through those issues. And no, playing the game now, multiple years after, with different people, with less skilled people that are probably on the new Call of Duty, not Modern Warfare 2, it's not the same as experiencing it for the first time, for the first few years, actually, because, there's Call of Duty every year. While new Call of Duties come out, the old Call of Duties at that time still had a decent player base. You were able to still find games effectively, and people still played the same way. And obviously, I can go with all the different things that you could do in that game that are cheesy as hell. And a lot of differences between Call of Duty nowadays and Call of Duty back then is, back then, while there was YouTube videos and all different types of content, a lot of it was not like tutorials where they tell you or show you how to play the game better. And a lot of people have overall gotten better while playing these games. And obviously, there's going to be people that have played since Modern Warfare 2 till now that have gotten really good at the game. And there's a lot more of those people than there are these new guys that people want to kill over and over again. A lot of the issues with the new Modern Warfare game is that a lot of people search on YouTube for these cheesy setups, and you end up fighting a bunch of sweats all the time, mainly because everybody wants to be good at this game. Everybody thinks that they're the best FPS shooter, FPS player ever, and that's the problem with Call of Duty nowadays. What Call of Duty used to be was picking your own classes, putting together different setups, and that's why people like it so much, because there was actually variety in that game. And don't get me wrong, yes, you can make a ton of variety in Modern Warfare 2019. There's a ton of different guns that you can choose from, ton of different variations of those guns, especially with all the different attachments, but nobody wants to experiment. Nobody wants to synergize their class anymore. And the biggest problems with these games nowadays is that everybody wants that OP setup. And you can even go back and talk about Madden and other sports games. Everybody wants that money play. They don't want to try in the game. They don't want to get better at the game. They want to stay the same way, yet still get more kills than everybody else because they feel like they are better than everybody else in their skill sets. The problem now is people don't want to get better. They don't want to make their classes better. They don't want to do what works for them. And the idea is that not everybody plays the same way. Not everybody has the same strengths. Not everybody has the same weaknesses. People do certain things. But when everybody's running the same gun, the same setup, the same perks, it makes it for a boring experience. And you can go and you can make this a developer issue, which I don't think it is. I think it's more of a player issue where people don't want to change their play style because they are focused on doing what they want to do. And that is why I love older Call of Duties. And that's why I think that old Call of Duties are nostalgic rose-colored glasses, because a lot of people look back at the time where people were a lot more ignorant. They didn't know certain setups. They don't know what's OP and what's great and what's going to be the meta, especially with the idea of competitive Call of Duty nowadays. And yes, I'm sure there was competitive Call of Duty back then, but it's completely different now with game battles, and I guess cities have their own teams now for some reason. I think they drafted players. I'm not entirely sure. Please don't flame me in the comment section for not knowing about game battles and all those competitive plays, because I'm a normal player. I'm a normal gamer. I play this game for fun. A lot of people play this game for fun. A lot of YouTubers want to say that they're pros, but I show these gameplays not because I am a pro, because I'm not a pro. I feel like I'm an above average casual player, but also at the same time I want to show that anybody can play these games and have fun and just explore and change different play styles and have fun. That's what Call of Duty is about. It's not about being the sweatiest or the most tryhardest, that word. That's probably not a word, I don't care, I'm making it. These play styles are not fun to play. Anybody can tell you that. So why do we do that? Because everybody wants to be good. And I don't like that. Now, it's quite alright to enjoy old Call of Duties. Please enjoy these games. Please dominate Little Grog's while you are the big grog that knows more about the game than they do. Please enjoy these games because they are fun and they are enjoyable, but don't act like these games are completely without fault, and please don't put them on a pedestal that they don't deserve. These games are fun. Just don't do that. Tell me what you guys think here in the comment section down below, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Talk to you later.